this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2018 Oscar-winning movie Black Panther. Um, the movie is directed by Ryan Coogler and written by Ryan Coogler and Joe Robert Cole. And in this movie, T'Challa returns to Wakanda after the events of Captain America's Civil War, and he is having to take over the throne because his father T'Chaka was killed in the events of Civil War and everything. So, but his cousin that he didn't really know anything about or anything shows up and challenges him for the throne. So he has to fight to get the throne back and everything. So, but yeah, this is a really good movie. It's a really different MCU movie and everything. The cast in this is really great. T'Challa is once again played by Chadwick Boseman, and I think he does an excellent job playing him. He plays the character very well. When I very first saw him in Civil War, I was like, man, this dude is awesome and everything, and he really is. The little bit we got in Civil War really pays off in this movie too. He lives up to the hype that movie set. Michael B. Jordan plays Najaka. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble pronouncing his name for some reason. Also known as Killmonger. He's his cousin who was really messed over when he was a kid, and by the family, and so he's coming back and he's wanting to become king of Wakanda so he can use the vibranium to create weapons for the entire world and everything. And he's wanting to make the world a better place, but in the wrong way, I guess is a good way to put it. But his motivations and stuff are really actually understandable, and Killmonger is one of the best MCU villains. He's actually probably my second or third favorite after Thanos and Loki. He's probably my third favorite, but his motivations are really understandable. And Michael B. Jordan plays him very well. One of the best acted villains as well, and I think that in some ways he's actually he's kind of just as easy to root for as T'Challa is and everything. Lupita Nyong'o, I hope I'm saying her name right. I've been trying to get her name right, so hopefully I said it right. Plays Nakia, who is T'Challa's love interest, and she is a spy, but she's trying to help other countries and stuff, and she's a really likable character and everything. She kicks a lot of butt too and everything, but the chemistry between her and Chadwick Boseman is really good. I've been a pretty big fan of her for quite a while, although most of the movies I've seen her in, she just does voice work. In the Jungle Book and the Star Wars movies, she's just doing the voice of characters, but I really like her in those, and I liked her in 12 Years a Slave. Her performance in that was great. She deserved that Oscar that she won for that and everything. I really liked her in this movie a lot. I can't wait to see her in Jordan Peele's new movie Us, which is out in 3 or 4 weeks, so I can't wait to see that. But I think she does a really great job as Nakia. Danai Gurira. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. I'm trying not to, but plays Okio, I think is how you say her name, or Okia or something. Okia, I think is actually how you say her name. She does a really good job and everything. She's actually one of the ones that kicks a lot of butt. One of the most likable characters in this movie and everything. I like how she, even though she doesn't want to, she sticks with serving the king when Killmonger takes over the throne for a while in this movie. She, even though she doesn't want to, she does what she has to and everything. And shows her loyalties to the country and everything. But she's a really good character and everything. And she had a pretty big role in Infinity War too, which I thought was really cool. Daniel Kaluuya, who he plays Wakabi, and he's really good in this movie. I liked him a lot in Jordan Peele's movie Get Out and everything, which was, I think was the first movie I ever saw him in, but he was really, really good in this movie. He kind of goes between sides in this movie. It's kind of weird, but his reasoning and stuff is understandable why he does and everything. But and I think he does a really good job and everything in this movie. Winston Duke plays M'Baku, who is the leader of one of the other tribes in Wakanda that's in the mountains and everything. He does a really good job at the beginning of the movie. Kind of has this, has this duel with T'Challa. He's the first person to challenge him for the throne and everything, and he doesn't really have much of a chance, but he's very likable. I like how even though he could have just let T'Challa die and everything, he didn't. And then first he wasn't going to help with them trying to overthrow Killmonger. He ended up going and helping in the battle and everything. So I thought he was a really good character. And there was a part where he was telling Everett Ross that they would eat him and stuff, and then he like, I'm just kidding, we're vegetarians, and he starts laughing. It just cracks me up. One of my favorite scenes in the movie. And a lot of big dramatic stuff was going on, so it's kind of nice to have a little joke there and everything, because this movie isn't like a lot of the other MCU movies where it has a lot of jokes and stuff, so and everything, which is good for this movie though. Lydia Wright plays Shuri. She's one of my favorite characters. She's T'Challa's sister, and she reminds me a lot of a female Tony Stark. She's like really, really smart and has all these kind of inventions. And in fact, a lot of people debate whether she's smarter than Tony Stark. And I'm really hoping that maybe her and Tony Stark will get to meet each other in Avengers Endgame, so we can see them see them talking and stuff, doing jokes and stuff, because she's a little smart, kind of like Tony Stark is. So I really liked her though and everything. She's really likable and funny. Angela Bassett plays the Queen of Wakanda, Ramonda, and she does a really good job. She doesn't have a whole lot to do, because like during the big battle scenes they don't have her doing much. Because she's the queen, they're trying to protect her and everything, keep her protected, so she doesn't join the battle or anything, but she's still really likable in this movie for the scenes that she's in and everything. And like in the scene when T'Challa is defeated, she makes it really believable that she's a mother that's concerned and or really sad and everything, and heartbroken about her son and everything. So I think she did a really great job. John Candy returns as uh, T'Chaka, who was introduced in Civil War. Was the king of Wakanda before T'Challa took over. He dies in Civil War, but they show him in some flashbacks, and at the end of uh, this movie, and at different parts of this movie, when T'Challa is first becoming king of Wakanda, he talks to him and stuff. So he does a really good job and everything. Still, I liked him quite a bit. And his son plays T'Chaka when he was younger, a younger version. I thought he did a good job. And Forrest Whitaker plays Zuri, who is a friend of T'Chaka, and one of the big reasons why Killmonger is the way he is, because T'Chaka kills his own brother trying to save Zuri and everything. And Denzel Whitaker plays Zuri when he's younger in the flashback scenes and everything, and he does a good job too. And Sterling K. Brown plays Najabu, who is T'Chaka's brother and Killmonger's dad and everything, and he does a really good job for the scenes he's in. He's not in it very much, but even though he's not in it much, what the events of what happens to him in this movie is a huge factor in why Killmonger is the way he is and everything, and it's really a small but important role in this movie. Also in this, Andy Serkis returns as Ulysses Klaue from Avengers: Age of Ultron, and he's really good in this. He's like really bad, but he's also kind of funny and stuff. Like, there's this scene when after he shoots a bunch of people, there's one of them still standing, and he's like, "Go, you can go, but don't tell anybody." And then after he starts running for a couple seconds, he shoots him, and Killmonger's just like, didn't you just shoot him right there? He's like, "Because we need to make it look like they spread out a little bit or something." It was still just a funny scene, and one of my favorite things in the movie. Also, Everett Ross is in this. He once again played by Martin Freeman and everything. And him and Andy Serkis are the two main white guys in this movie. They're the Tolkien white guys. If you get the joke from they're from the Lord of the Rings movies, or the Hobbit movies actually. But anyway, but yeah, this is a really, really good movie. The cinematography in this by Rachel Morrison is really good. I think it's the best cinematography in the MCU so far. The score by Ludwig Göransson, which won the Oscar this year for best score, is really great and everything. I think it's one of the best scores in the MCU as well. I love how it has the African feel to it and everything. It just really, really good score. The editing by Michael T. Shaver and Debbie Berman is really good. I think they did a really good job editing it and everything. The production design and the costumes, which also won Oscars this year, were really good and everything. Especially, I think the costume design especially deserves the Oscar that it got and everything. Now, I know this movie was nominated for visual effects, but that's the one nomination that I didn't agree with it really being nominated on, because the CGI in this is not extremely great. Like most MCU movies, the CGI is usually not real great. Sometimes some of it usually works really good and some of it doesn't, but this one, the CGI is not real great, but it's not enough to really take the movie down any, because most of it looks really great. Most of the production design and all that is really, really great. The CGI just isn't extremely great, but for the most part, this is a really beautiful movie to look at, and it's a lot of fun to watch, and everything. The characters are all really likable, and everything. I can't wait to see Black Panther 2 whenever they make it, and everything. And this is easily one of the best MCU movies. I'd give it a 10 out of 10 because I really loved it and everything. And so I can't wait to see what happens next. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you loved it or hate it, and everything. And if there's any top 10 list movie reviews or movie series rankings you want me to do, let me know in the comments, and I'll get to them as quick as I can. And I hope you enjoyed this review, and thank you all, and have a good day, and Wakanda forever.